National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation withdraws all further activities for the construction of two lanes on National Highway 202 in Jessamy. Kohima bench of Guwahati High Court suspend the BNAR department's order allowing 76 departments to conduct departmental exams. Konoma Green Village reopened tourism activities. Tourists to be allowed only on pre-booking and package tours. Visitors need to allow 3 Ws, wear mask, wash hands and watch distance. Hello viewers, welcome to Nltv. This is Prime Time with Nufu Iyer and here are the news in details. The government of Nagaland, in an official notification to the Ministry of Home Affairs, has forwarded the proposal to change the nomenclature of 6 villages of the state. Among the 6 villages, 4 villages are from Mon district and 2 are from Dimapur district. Under Mon district, the villages forwarded for nomenclature change are Longpo village to Longpao village, Longching village to Longchang village, Koching village to Chikuchang village and Thang village to Thangyu village. Under Dimapur district, the villages forwarded for nomenclature change are 7th Mile village to Kozabi village and Keyezo B village to Poheto village. DC Dimapur Rajesh Sundara Rajan has informed that the existing lockdown measures will continue to remain in force in Dimapur district with additional relaxations and directives with effect from September 3 to September 16, 2021. Shops, business establishments dealing with essential goods and commodities such as vegetable, fish, meat vendors, milk booths, bakeries, local grocery stores, public utility services like LPG and e-commerce services may remain open on all days from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. All other shop, businesses, establishments and also all shops located to open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. except on Sunday and Wednesday to remain closed. The duration of the night will be from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. After Nltv highlighted story of a minor being rescued in Kermahal area of Dimapur on Thursday, the 8-year-old minor has finally returned home. It may be worth mentioning that the boy named Akole was found by a shop owner in Kermahal area, Dimapur. The boy was found crying near a shop and drew the shopkeeper's attention. Soon after, the shop owner contacted police and the minor was handed over to the child helpline. On Friday, Akole has returned home safely after his parents contacted child helpline. When Nltv spoke to Akole and his mother after their reunion, they seemed happy and thanked Nltv and the locals for their help.
Itu motu kuina tay matiase to itu amnian janin dan jane.
Hoi tay mokan la khor ne borse ase. Tay jun mili thage, tay jun ni thage. To satin de to enika bahare na chai hulebi jakali to tay jun market de beraule jawo gona to tala sadi bra loi jai se kuche. To tadi bra tala sadi to tay ki chari na jai jai se. To bra mola chokra to tay to bahar de be na olai rasta be na jane na. Khore ai bole na jani na tai inika kurina tai rasta alak te jai ja harai ja ole tala sati ke hoti she mo jun iklo le jai she ole tai ro khore jai jai she ina ko she ole bi mola chokra to khore pongcha nai tai ro rasta jani na ai jai she ole mola chokra ro rasta na jani na inika tai du di inika alak jai jai she to bra makan man jakali bisari te she 10 baji 11 baji ini kata pisari tek chulu be makan ko tebi banai to sa tala sati to sa iku kon bi nai tai lore hotai tai lore thage tai ge huti se tai bi na jane ko itu bichi ro tai chune bi lok banai to ba to sa manu ge bi huti bole bi nai tala sati itu ase pisari pa nai aro last day na korina apni ganra ininga paina ani ti se koina newspaper bisre mokambi mon aramoina aji mola chokra ke aji yati aina lokpa nimde apni gange bi ininga mola pacha ke man barbara siding na ininga raketia nimde moi bi bishi kushi pra apni gange itu koitias
ini apni he lop brief kuri tan la situation kina thai je on upon inquiry tan la situation kan kina thai je aro tan la story han kina thai je lop brief kuri
Yesterday, aji morning ko around 3:14 I got a call from unknown number, so I just pick it, and then you don't record the baba laga bachala baba laga friend ase when I call grocery. So I told him the child is safe with Childline as of now. We libi kali he morning de he ahigina. We will discuss in detail or in na. That is how the information we managed to contact the parents. Total parents kan kina pashe na ko de YouTube de Nltv la trubratan information pashe ko na. That is how they contact the Childline. Ama aji morning ama aishe aro nebrekta higina. Interact rina kotha kura dam dedo. We learned that Amma is a vegetable vendor. She sells vegetables, and then Baba to is a daily wage earner. And then they stays in Kuda village, and then they have 5 siblings. Bacha pasta se kushe ina hoigina. He is the 3rd child. Bacha do bisi smart ase. He is able to say a lot of things about himself, but he could not name his parents. Baba la nambi nachine, Amma la nambi nachine, aro talagor address kan, school naam kan, eku nachana karne. We had a hard time.
As the state of Nagaland celebrates Mung Mung Festival, Nltv wishes all viewers from Sangtam community on this auspicious occasion. Well, Mung Mung is one of the most important festivals for Sangtam people, and the festival is celebrated every year during the month of September for 6 days, and each day has a different story to tell. It is a celebration before the harvest season, which is an important time of the year. People of the tribe worship their deities and place cooking stones near the fireplace in order to seek blessings. The meaning of Mung Mung is called everlasting unity. The 6th and the last day of the festival is called Akatising Kitsa, where people worship their deities and also harvest their crops. On this occasion, Naga Council Dimapur General Secretary Tapungye conveyed his wishes and talked about the heritage and significance of Mung Mung.
The most important festival of Sangtam. This festival is connected with food production, blessing and prosperity. The predominant theme of the festival is worship of God of the house and 3 stone in the fireplace. This festival is observed in the first week from 1st to 6th September every year. Thus, Sangtam celebrate Momo festival for 6 days to get more blessing from God. And in short, the main significance of this Momo festival is number 1, worshipping of 3 heart stones in kitchen to get more blessing. And 2, this is celebrated before harvest season for inviting abundant harvest. And number 3, it's a separation from the departed soul during this Momo festival. And lastly, after Momo, the borrower grain will not be charged any interest.
The state government has announced an extension of the ongoing COVID-related lockdown measures and relaxations for various activities in the state till September 16. Home Department Principal Secretary Abhijit Sinha issued an order stating that the government decided to extend the lockdown measures and relaxations for various activities as per August 18 order, which was decided by the HPC of COVID-19 headed by Chief Minister Nltv Rio for the Unlock 5 is to continue for another 2 weeks. Guwahati High Court Kohima bench, in response to the PIL filed against Personnel and Administrative Reforms Department for allowing 76 departments to conduct departmental exams without the consent of NPSC and NSSP. As a result, the court during the recent hearing decided to suspend the PNAR departments and gave 4 weeks' time to the government to file a reply. RPP further informed that its learned counsel Nltv also submitted before the court that NSSP was already constituted by the state government and rules that were framed on July 31, 2020 had become effective from the day it was notified. Therefore, the motive to keep NSSP non-functional for such a long period seemed intentional and questionable. In response to a letter by NST General Manager Nltv Kiba seeking a quarterly progress report on Dimapur-Dhansari-Zabza railway construction, NRF has published a press statement in local dailies. Reporting the progress of the work, the NFR stated that 98% physical progress of the work has been achieved at Dhansari to Shukhovi line, 24% physical progress at Shukhovi to Perima, and 2% physical progress at Perima to Zabza. Due to pandemic, work on rail line has been delayed. As the state is witnessing lockdown relief, the work has started taking its course. Moreover, Nagaland State Transport is the nodal department to look after the rail line in Nagaland.
First August 2021, NST department was made a nodal department to be the go-in between the NFR and the state government. So, once in a while, our department has also been going to visit the project also. However, in view that we don't have the technical know-how of the progress of the development going on, and since it is purely railway business funded by their own ministry, they have the specialized people, engineers and technicians who knows the quality and specification. Here we are unable to check their quality, job quality or progress also. In view of that, this time I had written one request letter to Chief Engineer Construction Maligaon Guwahati, requesting him to update us of the progress of the ongoing railway laying track. And with reference to that, he has given a report in the media, in the newspaper, which of course we are yet to receive the letter. As NST department, we have not yet received, but in view that it is already in the media, we hope whatever they have published and claimed of their progress made, we are hopeful that it must be true, and in good spirit, we hope that it is completed in time.
National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation has withdrawn all further activities for the construction of two-lane on National Highway 202 from Akeko to Akas Bridge in Jesami, Underpeg district of Nagaland. It further stated that local population have put up large number of structures on the proposed row with the sole intention of getting undue compensation. Managing Director of NHIDCL asserted that they have prepared a drone movie mentioning about recent structures that came up in an organized manner. Further, it stated that the drone movie will be processed with the sole aim to obtain compensation. Meanwhile, NHIDCL requested the Chief Secretary to direct the concerned DC and identify such structures that came up recently. Furthermore, it has directed to get such illegal structures removed so that the compensation need not be paid to some mischievous persons. The Delhi Police Special Cell have arrested an illicit firearms and ammunition trafficker of Bihar and have recovered 5 pistols and 200 cartridges from him on Friday. Deputy Commissioner of Police Pramod Singh Kushwaha said that the arrested man was involved in supplying illegal arms and ammunition to criminals of Bihar and Delhi NCR, in addition to Mois in Odisha and Chatricholi in Maharashtra. He said that the arrested firearms trafficker Ram Kishan Singh, alias Master, is a resident of Bhojpur in Bihar. Further interrogation is underway. The Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Nitin Gadkari, took it to Twitter and informed that construction work in Assam for two-lane bridge with its approaches across River Brahmaputra on NH17 at Jogigopa with the budget of Rs 746.76 crore has been sanctioned. Nitin Gadkari further informed that widening and improvement work for 4 lanes with paved shoulder of Kwaram Tora village to Dilai section of National Highway 29 has been sanctioned on EPC mode as recommended by SFC with budget of Rs 625.64 crores. Minister for Road Transport and Highways also mentioned that tree project in Manipur for widening 2 lanes with hard shoulder of Ukrul Doloe Dadubi section of National Highway 102A with a budget of Rs 310.76 crore and 2 lanes with paved shoulder road for Tamenlong to Mahur National Highway 137 with a budget of Rs 477.86 crore has been sanctioned. He further mentioned that 2-lane construction from Tamenlong to Mahur National Highway 137 near Jire River has been sanctioned on EPC mode with a budget of Rs 331.18 crore in Manipur. Department of Social Welfare under ICTS project launched Poshan Ma 2021 program under the theme Converging Towards a Healthy Walk Through Life at Women Welfare Conference Hall, Jaluki Town, CTPO, Jaluki. Nam Hu Huing highlighted the importance to prevent and reduce undernutrition and stunting of children and anemia on women and informed that a proper diet can ensure that the body is in proper state. Nam Hu Huing further encouraged Anganwadis and Anganwadi helpers take active part in implementing the activities which help in sensitizing the people in adopting nutritional behavior. Northeast Railway Frontier Chief Public Relations Officer Gunet Kaur in a press informed that NFR will start operating 2 weekly short-distance parcel special trains comprising of 10 general class coaches depending on demand within its jurisdiction for the purpose of helping poor producers, traders in transportation. Gunet Kaur further said that one of the weekly train will be between Kadar to Jorhat and vice versa with stoppages at Dimapur, Mariani, Lamding, Hojai, Guwahati, while the other parcel train will run daily between Lamding to Silchar and Agartala and vice versa, with stoppages at Lamding, New Haflong, Silchar. A travel agency known as Voyages Travel, which is situated opposite to Lions Club near Sewa Gate number 1 in Dimapur, is a well-known travel agency with its branches spread out in Northeast, dealing with budget travels within India and international trips as well. Being one of the sectors hit hard by the pandemic, we have our reporter Aram Achumi with camera person Pendang Senap Jamir in a quick conversation with the owner and founder of Voyages Travels, Mr. Kaushik. Let's get a quick insight on it.
bahar manu ite to sob bond tourism ekdomi kubo gole nai to like international tourist khan bi India te naha hoise hotel khan bi beshi discount diken ase to discount do pichete amakhan bi ekta subsidy rate pai ase to amakhan bi ite beshi explore kuri ase like tourism march pray pandemic start hoise etu bichete amakhan sob bond hoye jese tourism bond hoye jese international tourist bi aha bond hoye jese amakhan bi shutdown hoye jese till January te ekta hope ekta paisile aro second wave ha pichita amakhan aro business down ite amakhan aro restart na jane third wave ahibo na kini ka hobo tu bi amakhan kobo na pare but we are expecting we are like praying to God like everything should be normal again and we can restart because ami ekla nohoy ami logote bi pichete bi moi logote 13 manu moila staff khan sob manu khan we have a local people non local all are working here and like a salary bi dibo na para hoikena thakise ite bi mane dibo na pare nega type ase holi bi we are restart again.
An animal welfare awareness campaign at Kohima Orphanage and Destitute Home was conducted by the Office of the Chief Veterinary Officer under Animal Husbandry Services on the team Love, Care and Compassion for Animal Welfare Organization on Wednesday. The team was headed by Dr. Elizabeth, veterinary surgeon from Veterinary Hospital Kohima, along with 4 internees from College of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, Jaluki. A total of 20 children from the Destitute Home and attended the session. Chief Secretary to the State J. Alam in a notification stated that the transfer and posting of 2 NCS officers are to function from the new Deputy Commissioner Office Complex, Chumukidima, with immediate effect. J. Alam further stated that Deputy Secretary Home Timsawati Lunkamer has been transferred and posted as AGC Dimapur, while EAC Sitikema Sayakrityo Solo has been transferred and posted as EAC Dimapur with additional charge of EAC Sitikema. State Government of Nagaland has issued a public advertisement inviting applicants for the post of the chairperson of Nagaland Electricity Regulatory Commission. Reportedly, the NERC was practically out of action for last 2 years following retirement of the previous chairperson cum member. According to sources, the previous chairperson retired in August 2019 and since then, the NERC has remained without a working member. In an interview with the Rector Department of School Education, Wontungo Tsopoi informed that department is ready to reopen offline classes for class 9 and 10 across the state. He further said that shutting down of schools has only made the students lose another year. The Department of School is ready to reopen classes anytime soon, and even if the classes reopens, strict SOPs are to be followed and maintained. He suggested that the department is waiting for the High Power Committee to make a decision for reopening of schools.
아지 Nltv 탄 이데 고히마데 Director of School Education Office 때 아이나제 아로 아민탄 롯 다하나 Director 이데 아이나제 달롯 호다 호디 구나이도 individual process 그러고 Welcome to Nltv sir. Sir 아지 모한 news hunya hisapte research kuna newspaper 올라도 이도 이따도 schools 탄미 class 9 and 10 탄도 resume 구나 자고 이나과 후니제 and 아로 이도도 앞닌 탄도 willing 구나제 훌리비 이따도 power higher power 탄라 response रुकेजे ना उसे तो आप सर अपनी किना की expectation करेंगे अपनी किना expect करेंगे तो कोई develop
Directorate to American School Education expect करा तो ले तो we expect positive response from government because government holi to children nimite aro department nimite phal nimite bhabi ase aro mukhan children to etia system bar jali to etu students khan to beshi loksan hobole ase tu bara etu amikhan bisas thaka to government bara higher classes to from 9 to 12 etu to class to resume koribo koina mukhan paribo obola etu mukhan to etu bisas to thake ase
acha to sir etu school than panjas tan government hala allowed kurina jawole ase uglu itu like it will be in the basis of alternative days hola 50% guna ina jawola regular pulam ni regular gina jai desi na jawo
still not yet finalized so I cannot give you the clear picture how to go about because government is there government ase government bara kineka hukum tibo tibi ekta ase there are 2-3 ways alternative ways one way is regular classes maintaining SOP another one is alternate classes we can run kuribole para ek din cap hoigina bi run kuribole para bacha khan bishi hole to cap thakigina bi noile morning evening shift enika hoile bi paribo etu teacher khan olop to tuk pabo olebi student khan nimite etu korile bhal hona ki etu government direction to kinika tibo etu to ami khan to kobo na pare olebi department laga view to alternative holebi ki holebi etu quality le bhal hona ki etu pabi
acha to sir etu ami dhan below 18 years la vaccine do olai nai debi aro mohan saishu do almost all the student so manu 90% do saishu do class 10 la niche do tahan do 18 years below hui jai to panja sidu resume hui jai do teachers than do tahan do vaccinated huina thagilwi do students than la bhitor de aro ina than do idu apni than kina tackle guna situation kina tackle guna idu hui jabo na apni olop kui do parbo sir
etu vaccine laga issue to department bar to kobo na pare why because it involves the even the medical department and the preparedness of the state government about the vaccine so etu vaccine to hole to sob manu ko ase bacha khan bi tibo lage student khan bi tibo lage below the age of 18 however etia tak to hole to eman tak to ahana emekan state to aro tangor khan bi bishi to noloi gina ase one order is that teacher khan to sob lobo lage etu to ekta ase aro student khan bi for precautionary measure in months or two etu khan bi introduce noile dile to vaccine to dile etu moon tangor hogina bisas tangor thakigina class te pohigina listen khan sikabole paribo holibi etu to koa nishina government to police kine ga ahibo department to oli to mukhan to khushi ase etu bacha khan ge dile freely children can go and play and then they can interact with teachers freely etu to mukhan etu khushi ase etu ko
thank you sir ami nan sob dikise aro hunise ki department of school education thando willing rase class 9 or 10 thambi resume guna jawole classes thando holibi tahan eta do higher power committee la response thanu rukho edu kina ho decision do tang kina lina jawo aro edu ina jaina student thangani baba ma thangani bi aro sub staff thangani bi tahan arrange kunai du do SOP tha maintain guna jawo ina una jinai dia ase aro apni than indu side ha ni bishi thanks ami ide amila cameraman KV lot ase aro ami reporter thank you for watching Nltv
A tunnel-like structure was discovered at the Delhi Legislative Assembly on Thursday. Delhi Legislative Assembly Speaker Ram Niwas Gol said that the tunnel connects the Legislative Assembly to Red Fort and was used by the Britishers to avoid reprisal while moving freedom fighters. Goel further informed that the Delhi Legislative Assembly, which was used as Central Legislative Assembly after shifting of capital from Kolkata to Delhi in 1912, was turned into a court in 1926 and Britishers used the tunnel to bring freedom fighters to the court. The distance between Delhi Assembly and Red Fort is around 5.6 kilometers. The central government in a press conference warns the public that second wave of COVID in India is not over, even though weekly positivity rate was showing an overall declining. They informed that the mass gathering should not be encouraged. If it is essential, then a person should be fully vaccinated. Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan also informed that 16% of India's adult population have received both the doses of COVID-19 vaccine, while 54% have been administered at least the first dose. The government further informed that about 300 cases of Delta Plus variant of SARS-CoV-2 have been detected in India till date. Actor Siddharth Shukla was cremated this afternoon in Mumbai, a day after his sudden death shocked his fans and left the entertainment world shaken. His body was taken from the hospital in a flower-decked ambulance straight for the cremation home, where his relatives, friends and colleagues were present to pay their last respects. Reportedly, the actor's autopsy was completed last night at Mumbai hospital and no injuries were found. As per reports, a team of 3 doctors carried out the post-mortem and informed that no external or internal injuries were found. Around 150 ground staff of SpiceJet airline went on strike at the Delhi airport on Friday morning over issues related to reduced salaries. According to sources, SpiceJet has been paying reduced salaries to a significant number of employees since 2020 as its finances have been hit due to COVID-19 pandemic-related travel restrictions. Meanwhile, other airlines in India have also cut the salaries too since 2020 for the same reason. Reportedly, when asked about the matter, SpiceJet spokesperson clarified that the carrier's flight operations at the Delhi airport are functioning normally. India on Thursday sent its neighbor Bangladesh relief materials and medical oxygen plants. Indian Navy's offshore patrol vessel INS Savitri arrived AY Chattogram harbour on Thursday, carrying 2 960 litres per minute medical oxygen plants to support the ongoing efforts of the Bangladesh military and government agencies in combating COVID pandemic. These medical oxygen plants have been developed and manufactured by Defence Research and Development Organization. The ship was accorded a warm welcome by the Bangladesh Navy and the equipment was received by Commanding Officer of BNS Patenga Navy Hospital and representatives from Dhaka Medical College Hospital. The ship is also scheduled to participate in a maritime partnership exercise with Bangladesh Navy ship today on departure from port. As part of the Indian government's vision of security and growth for all in the region, SAGAR, the Indian Navy has been proactively engaging with countries in the region and has been at the forefront of numerous humanitarian missions spanning the entire extent of the Indian Ocean, from Southeast Asia to East Africa. Japan's Prime Minister Yoshihide announces that he will not run for re-election as party leader, ending his tenure of 1 year. The announcement was made in an emergency meeting of senior members of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party as his approval ratings dropped to an all-time low of 31.8%. Secretary General of LDP said that the PM wants to focus his efforts on anti-coronavirus measures and not run for re-election, as Japan has recorded nearly 16,000 deaths and 1.5 million cases during the pandemic and a slow vaccination rollout. The ruling LDP is due to hold an election on 29 September to pick its president, where it is widely expected to be Japan's leader as the LDP holds a parliamentary majority. That's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.